Season 16 Legend Tournament, we got PinkRoid versus Hard Brick.
The first pick on this one's gonna go to PinkRoid, which means he has the advantage going on Game 3 and Game 5. So he'll probably try to pre-ban either their Ragdoll to get rid of it, or if he's afraid of that big combo with speed leads. But nope, that's what he does, Ragdoll. The ban on the other side, more or Water Ryu.
Well said, yeah, and we've seen the power of both these monsters in the game. Ragdoll with the super clutch proc earlier in the game to get rid of a Fran in a prior game, and the Water Ryu, we've seen him go off already, one of the strongest starters of the season. Okeanos, again, loving that first slot in the pick ban phase.
Oh, and now he tries to steal the Fran away from PinkRoid. Will he do it? We talked about how he likes to put in some sustain into his control comps so he doesn't get hardly countered by bruisers. So that's very interesting. He brings the Ganny and the Fran, two strong counters to the Oki, which leaves open double stripper opportunity for the side of PinkRoid. And he brings the Juno. He says, I'm not going to let you have the counter to my Oki. Another one? No, sir.
PinkRoid taking every opportunity he can get here, really showing you the power. Oh my goodness, Masha from Hard Brick coming out here. There's not a single LD, well, aside from Fran. Shows you the power of Fran, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love seeing the Masha. Very strong into no immunity, double fire wind unit, and finally the Ciara. Even though probably only 2 units here so far are on Will. Maybe we'll see a response with the can. Strip
First hit of the night.
Yes, I talked about it earlier. I'm so glad that PinkRoid's bringing him in.
Yeah, and again, Petra's back.
Switchy.
Maybe PinkRoid is reconsidering the Ken. Hard Brick, I love the Masha. It's a great option if you want to get rid of a Juno, but not necessarily ban a Juno.
Yeah. The cool thing about him taking the Verd is he denies the Verd-Masha combo. If you guys know how Masha works, she gets extra attack bar for any boost, so she's amazing with Vertihill, Ragdoll, and other units that boost attack bar. And finally, the last pick right here, I would love a Barbara, to be completely honest. There's 3 fire units on the table. Picking a Barbara here, hopefully Swift can start. Oh, there's only one monster that can kill Leona, and he has to ban it.
What a strong last pick. Basically guaranteeing that you get the team that you want. Brick with an excellent pick ban phase, same from PinkRoid. Let's go ahead and see how this match plays out. This is round 1 of the finals, guys.
This is going to be about the speed, Evan, right now. Is the Gianna faster or is the Oki faster? Let's see who takes turn 1. It is the Gianna, but no one's on Will.
She can't get any stuns. Nobody.
She can't do anything.
All she can do is lay a bomb down and just wait for it to blow up eventually, but that's
my God, that must be surprising for him because now the Okeanos gets the reset. Oh, no,
wait,
misses
he
it.
doesn't.
He can reset the Juno, so his immunity with Fran stays up, and that's what he does. Great play on his side. This is all going to be about Masha. Masha needs to pop a unit right now.
Defense break into big damage. That's what's needed from Brick, and that's what he gets. Okeanos with a foot in the grave already.
The Masha hitting super hard, gaining lots of attack bar, and now he can ventilate on top of that and hit again to try to kill another unit. Yes, he ventilates the Masha. Very well played. Doesn't get the strip on the attack buff, and now second bomb on Vertihill. He knows that he can pop a second unit right now, maybe reduce a little bit of the attack bar so there's no interruption, and then go for the kill.
He's putting investments on Verd right now. Brick is in a very dominating position of the game here. Juno just doing a little attack bar cycling and stuns the Gianna at least.
That's an important moment right now. He needs to go for the kill. Doesn't reduce the attack bar of the Juno, Evan. That's very important because now he gets sustained. The Masha doesn't have the death break for a couple turns, and he's going to get a lot of turn cycling with Vertihill.
And this is where we get a little bit concerned on how he's going to get rid of the Juno. If he can't do it right now with the Masha, wants to heal it up a little bit. Once it gets off the chair, then we're going to see how much damage you can pump into the Juno, but with no defense break, it's going to be a hard mountain to climb.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough. If he gets 1 kill on this, dropping her, this might be it. He drops the Masha. She needs to hit the Juno and then proc. No! He gets the clutch stun. This might be it,
That could have been the game right there. And look, the bombs just without a Ciara there, with no detonation and a Tetra on the table, they're just not going to go off.
We talked about how clutch the Juno is countering this meta. The Ganny doesn't proc to reduce attack bars. This might be game. This is locked in. Great draft from PinkRoid. The Juno only had 1 monster he needed to kill to solo, and the lack of attack bar reduction on her by the Masha might have sealed this game.
Excellent draft from PinkRoid, and Brick has been on the opposite side of this. Seen the work that Juno can pump out and knows the fear of it too.
Great pick on the Juno, countering what was going on the other side and also not letting him have it to counter his Okeanos. And the switch, we talked about how we would see a lot of Tetra because of the Gianna. And he was not afraid of picking her, showing the power of the Water Mermaid. Right now, very difficult to deal with all these monsters. With Tetra standing, he's going to have to proc a lot.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot for Brick to get anything done here. Thinking about the next round as well, trying to funnel in some damage on the Tetra as well, but remember, she heals on her passive. Not as much as Molly, but she does heal.
Yeah. The question right now is, can he withstand the damage and kill this Tetra in time with the Verd cycling turns? I think it's going to be really tough.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be difficult. He wants to get rid of that Gianna before Tetra leaves, because if Tetra leaves, he's going to lose his Verd too.
Gets another gigantic stun. One on Masha, one on Gianna. The friend, no, she's dead. The friend doesn't take the turn.
Doesn't even strip. PinkRoid knows that it's over there. 1-0, a firm start to those grand finals of the RTA Season 16 Legend Tournament. That was pretty incredible.
Yeah, I do love the picks on both sides and the plan, the thought process on Brick's side, but the Juno resisted the attack bar reduction, and then he had 2 stuns that just completely changed the game. Juno, once again, winning a match.
Right, and PinkRoid planning so well, even just in the pick ban phase, knowing that his monsters weren't on will. There was a beautiful moment at the start there where Gianna started the whole thing, and you could feel the confusion on that first play. It's like, wait a second, I can't stun anybody.
For a Gianna user, that must be very frustrating because you're used to getting that first turn free.
It's rare. It was really well planned from PinkRoid there because it kind of set the tone for that match in its entirety, made it really difficult, and just nothing could take care of the Juno once the Masha died. Great threat assessment too. Let's go ahead and see what changes in round number 2.
But now, the first pick is on the side of Brick, and the Ragdoll is going to go through. The only match that PinkRoid lost tonight was against the Ragdoll. Right. Is this going to change? We know he likes to use a lot of units that just have AoE abilities, so Ragdoll is very difficult to play against.
That's right, and also, again, Tian Lang is a very good counter. Oh, there it is. Already thinking 2 steps ahead. Brick banning the Tian Lang and banning the Gianna. So that says PinkRoid's planning on taking some will this turn.
Yeah. Let's see if the first pick is going to be what we think it is. Is it going to be the Okeanos or is it going to be the Water Ryu? Is the Water Ryu or more?
I love seeing people's priorities on that first pick phase. PinkRoid locking down Oki, a little hesitant on the Ciara there for that one too, but I think it's ultimately a good choice. Again, Ciara getting through the passive of Water Ryu, when it counts towards the late game, it does help a lot. And
a speed lead to help this Oki take turn 1 and reset an important unit. The question right now is, he does bring the friend. I would love to see a Lulu here tonight. Can you believe that? But friend is a more neutral pick. He picks LD's Ragdoll friend, and here we see Mo Long Diana. The snipe, baby. Yes. Let's go. Diana might be saying something about his draft. I'm banning that Ragdoll probably, but let's see about the last 2 picks. If we see some fire right here, or if there's going to be just the Wind Monkey. Could be also a very interesting pick into this comp.
Diana is definitely more of a signal pick here. Brick locking down a Savannah. I agree with you that the Lulu would be really cool, especially because she has such short cooldowns. Chongpeng and Verd just fall into line for those last 2 picks.
Very interesting. The question right now is, he starts, if he bans the Vertihill to attempt to not have to deal with counterattacks, which is what he's going to ban, the Okeanos is probably going to outspeed. Is this Okeanos faster than this Ryu? That's where we're going to find out. He was off well, so hopefully he's very, very fast.
Let's go ahead and see. Again, PinkRoid with 1 point on the table. Brick looking to get on the board. Let's see who starts this game. And it's the Water Ryu, or more, as it were.
Can Moore get the attack bar reduction? And he does, but the friend cuts in. He protects his team with a shield because he knows that there's damage and attack bar reduction coming in. He reduces the attack bar, resets the monsters, and it's going to protect his team with friend. Huge proc to get an attack bar reduction and also an attack.
And the attack rate going out on potentially one of the more damaging units. That Diana is looking to eat more for breakfast.
But the thing is, once you transform with Diana, you know that the Ragdoll is going to give attack bars, and now he tries to punish and hits her butt without a proc. She doesn't have skills yet. The Okeanos can try the reset, but misses. The Glancing and Death Break can come in, and they do. No. That Death Break is huge. If he manages to reduce attack bar on Diana, the Ragdoll can try to go for the kill. He protects, goes for the defensive play, but Ciara can proc into a bomb.
And she does! Excellent call. Ciara looking to capitalize on this. as soon as humanly possible, and noticing that she can't get rid of the bomb or trying to bait out a cleanse, she just throws it on Fran because she sees that opening.
Yeah, now if Fran procs, she's gonna take a bomb to the face, doesn't have the cleanse, he keeps going for her. The Diana can even transform if he wants, but he has glancing. It's too risky. So he goes for the stun and guarantees that that bomb's gonna go off.
That's such incredible stun. Whoa, Oki's gone.
Was there a monster there?
I didn't see it. I don't know if there was a monster there.
Ciara can still carry Evan. Do you believe in her? Because one proc and she can change the game. She gets a tech bar. She has a little bit less than Ragdoll, a little bit more than the Fran.
Look at Brick thinking this through, trying to decide what he wants to do. Opts for just an attack break on the Diana to try to keep that damage down. Now, PinkRoid is super disincentivized to transform and try to lay in some damage.
But now it's only one turn glancing, so the Diana can actually do it, and he has a second bomb. Bombs the Ragdoll, he can blow it up to get rid of the sustain and control the Dragon Knight. And he does so. The opening is here. If the Diana survives this attack, she's good.
She took a hit.
She can kill the Ragdoll right now and change the match. Molong has the Reckless to finish later on and take this match. Ciara once again showing she's one of the most powerful units in Summoner's War.
This is tremendous. PinkRoid trying to take every advantage he can. Ragdoll's gone. Fran is gone. He's taken every opportunity and used it so well.
The thing was, he had so much work to get rid of this Diana, and now she's dead. But Ciara is resettable, but she's always one proc away of getting everything she had back.
That's right. Oh, that was an important crit.
Wait. That's a huge hit. Can Molong solo this? I don't know.
Molong is going to, and it looks like the Molong is on Vamp, so we're not going to see a proc. He's going to have to take an entire turn of damage here.
Oh my god!
Wait a second. Brick is doing a lot here.
This is a huge turnaround. The crit from Ryu on Ciara is changing the match, and he's gonna take it to 1-1. Water Ryu, the clutch unit in this match number 2.
Brick with an excellent turnaround. That was incredible. Man, that crit from Moore was so important. Ciara had a legitimate opportunity to take that game by herself. You saw her take out the Ragdoll and the Fran all on her own. That was very important that he got rid of her early.
She needed one more turn, but he capitalized on the death break with a water unit. I just saw her health melt.
It was gone. So many moments where a player was looking to just take a step forward and then taking a step back defensively, and like that Diana was kept down for so long, even until her final breath, she was taking hits for the team.
Great drafts on both sides. What we see right here is why people ruin the Water Ryu with a lot of attack and additional speed damage, because he is a monster that has a passive that protects himself. So he can bank on it to take a hit and then come back and kill units late in the game.
It's such a clutch passive and allows for such an interesting way to build him and focus on damage. And that attack break, and for a long time Diana had that glancing on her too, so she wasn't incentivized to transform. Let's see how these players adapt in round 3 of the finals. 1 point on the table for both. These have been learning opportunities. They know each other now, and now we're gonna see a different pre-ban as well.
Yeah. And once again, we see how impactful is the Ragdoll. 2 matches that PinkRoid has lost today, and both of them against the Dark Dragon Knight.
That's an interesting point too. Yeah, Ragdoll.
So he's definitely getting banned right now.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be banned. Absolutely. You can try everything you want. I do respect seeing a Diana brought into a game with a Ragdoll though.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. And it was a good pick. The thing was, in the end, that crit changed the game. Let's see, what are the pre-bans? Maybe Heartbreak's trying to adapt, change a little bit from match number 1. He took away the Water Ryu from the first pick from PinkRoid, but we know he also loves Oki first pick, so maybe we'll see that, and once again, the split. If Heartbreak takes, once again, the Water Ryu and the Chung Pong, he might be doing very well.
No, surprised! Whoa! Chung Pong and Water Ryu, so we are going to see a deviation from that typical combo that we've seen players fighting for throughout the night. What I'm most surprised about, though, is that the Ragdoll wasn't there.
Yeah, the thing is that if he picks that, he's going to answer with Fran Ragdoll probably and just, bunker in. Wait for those hits and see what he does, and maybe pick a Juno later on or other monsters. Oh, he picks the Juno early. He says, I'll take the Juno route because I know you don't have a Ragdoll, so I don't need to pick him early.
Right, he's in no rush for that. Oh, there's the Tion Lang. They're playing the same game, basically, here. Brick is just saying, I know you don't have a Ragdoll, so I'll pick it later. PinkRoid says, I know you're picking the Ragdoll later, so I'm taking the Tion Lang.
And I love the Molong. Once again, we might see that Reckless to try to break it early, and he gets the Ciara-Gianna combo a little bit later, picking this Tetra tells you that he's thinking of banning the Ciara, but he knows that there's a Ragdoll coming late, so maybe he needs to bring another tanky unit. Yes, with sustain. The revive from Vanessa, the death break from Vanessa can help a lot. And right now it's kind of like, if he picks Ragdoll, he's going to ban the Tianlang. And on the other side, he's probably going to ban the Ciara and have to deal with lots of sustain and Ragdoll. Let's see if that's what happens. Or he brings a surprise later on, maybe a Barbara?
I love... Oh, the Nefties!
Interesting. Now, is that a Tetra ban?
It feels like a Tetra ban. And I do love that Vanessa pick from PinkRoid because it's like a contingency for the Tetra ban. Oh, yeah, yes. Read that very well. Read that very well, they did. Good job, players.
Both of them knew what was going on, so they had to ban it. But now I just feel that this Gianna Ciara is going to be really hard to deal with because there's 3 units on Will, so he needs to reset someone. Does he go for the Gianna so he doesn't get stunned?
Here you go. There's so many good options here.
Resisted!
What? Resisted?
He misses it. Gianna will be able to stun 3 monsters if there's no resist right here. She gets a strip. She hit? What?
What? Another miss. These are 2 crazy options that are happening right back to back. You don't see that happen. You don't see Gianna miss stuns like that.
He needs... You see that Juno got the strip, but Gianna didn't.
Yeah.
The question right now is, can Ciara pop this Vanessa with an attack buff? He goes for it. He doesn't need to blow it up. He can cycle turns, but you give attack bar to Tianlang. So now he's deciding, do I want to give him an attack bar? Doesn't matter because I want to proc into another buff. I have 2 options for procs. No proc on the Gianna. No stun from the Tianlang is gigantic right here. And now Heartbreak feels a little bit more comfortable because the Ciara is 1 proc away from taking this match.
From ending the game. There are 2 bombs out. PinkRoid has high health now, but
wait. He has the opening to kill a monster.
He could kill one of them.
He goes for the friend. Takes out the sustain. Very well chosen. The Ciara can get a proc right here and end the match with triple bomb. Is it gonna happen? Heartbreak is taking his sweet time and praying to the RNG gods.
Oh man! Now here's the thing. Yeah, that was a great reckless, but it put him low enough that now his monsters are even closer to death. PinkRoid with a big risk there. I love this triple Oracle team that we're seeing from Brick right now.
So 3 Oracles on one side, 2 Pandas on the other one. Who's going to come out on top? The Tianlang needs to be very clutch with the stuns. Gets the death break, but no stun. The Ciara procs for the bomb of the match.
That's the one.
Oh my god. That is bye-bye to Double Panda. It's Panda against the world. And Juno would win that anyways. What a beautiful match.
That was the bomb that we were waiting for the whole game. Man, Brick set those up so early. He had all the pieces set up and then boop, it just knocked him down at the end.
I gotta tell you, the Nefties pick last punished PinkRoid and made it a forced ban. That was a great pick. PinkRoid had a beautiful draft. And now having to deal with Ciara Gianna, even though Gianna missed early, it's so many bombs, so much damage without cleanse and without protection. Really hard to deal with.
There was such an interesting mental dance going on in that pick ban phase where both were kind of playing as if a Ragdoll was going to enter into play and then mixing it up for the Nefties at the end from Brick. That was a really cool pivot.
Very surprising.
Yeah.
Very, very surprising. And I think it got PinkRoid surprised too because his draft was very closed off, very perfect. And then the Oki missing the reset obviously wasn't as bad, but the Gianna missed the strip on the other way back.
It was a funny exchange there, right? Yeah. Like they both kind of missed, so they were netting close to 0, but like still, it was such an interesting game. And again, like you could kind of see the writing on the wall with all the bombs out there. And again, the Reckless was a great way to secure the kill on Fran. However, by that point, everybody was just so low. What are you gonna do?
The thing is, Fran did her job, right? She put 2 turns of immunity and denied Okeanos from getting that Rain of Stones that controls the match, gives you advantage to go into focusing a monster, putting death break. So Fran, once again, a very important monster in the draft and also stealing it from PinkRoid. Will PinkRoid try to pick the Fran early on?
Let's see. Here we go. We're going into the next round of the finals right now. We got PinkRoid versus Heartbreak.
This is match point for Heartbreak. If he wins, he takes it all. PinkRoid is against the wall, and this might be the moment where he says, I need to go back to the plans in the beginning. I don't have first pick now, but what can I do?
And maybe one of those things is banning Ragdoll, actually.
Even though he didn't appear, like you said, it was a looming...
It was there the whole time, and I'm thinking, just get rid of that variable in your mind, right? He was he was picking around a Ragdoll. It was a fascinating pick ban phase. That was my favorite one of the night so far.
Totally agree. Let's see what they're thinking about, if they're going to change a little bit. Maybe on the side of PinkRoid, he's going to take out the Tian Lang, so he gets some of his favorite monsters out, but thinking about the Ragdoll pre-ban on the other side. And it's Gianna and Oki. Look at that.
Interesting. Yeah, the Okeanos is a very impactful pre-ban. Again, you get rid of the Rain of Stones, the damage, the CC, the reset, and everything. Gianna's good. I think I might have preferred to see a Ragdoll in that situation, but we'll see. PinkRoid clearly has something in mind that I don't.
He'll probably get the... Oh, Ganithor! Whoa! First time of the night, bringing it back from 2019 almost. And we're going to see control. PinkRoid is saying, this is match point. I'm not playing any games.
Yeah, the no games.
I want to climb.
We're using Ganithor, baby. I'm going to lock you down for 2 turns. This is unprecedented in the Legend Tournament so far. Hathor's not made an appearance.
Yeah, is he going to bring Double Stripper Ganithor or Classic Ganithor? He brings the Chung Fung. The Ciara, I don't see if it fits that well yet. It's a little bit early. Vanessa, 33%. I like the triple different elements right now, but gives the opening for PinkRoid to bring in that friend that he likes so much, and he has been winning with her. So I love, is he going to bring it? Is he going to lock it in? Or go for the Double Stripper?
But you're right, that 3-element diversity from Brick there makes it so it's so easy to pivot and punish, for instance, the triple wind if he wants to. Oh, and he steals the Fran.
I really like the Fran pick here because he only has 1 strip on his side and brings the Savannah to punish again. Oof, I don't know. I'm afraid now. That was a great last pick right there. And now the Juno to counter the control, strip the Fran, makes it a little bit difficult for Hard Brick to decide. Is he going to still ban the Hathor, the only stripper, or because he's bringing the Juno, it's AoE strip but without big control?
And there is a world here where Verd gets through and then the CC triggers a counterattack here and he boosts his team up. So there's a lot of variables in this. Taking his time,
I like the Juno.
Settles on Juno.
Yeah, I really like that. That makes it a little bit difficult because he has to choose between CC and he has to choose between counter, right? So now he has 2 win units that have Death Break but that can't really kill a Juno. Right. So he has to decide.
The only thing that can like capitalize on the damage is the Moore here, but like...
And the Vanessa with a Death Break into a proc, right? But probably one of those is going to get banned. Or he can just bank it all on the Ganithor. I don't know if he's going to let it pass through. I don't think he will.
Taking every second to think about this. Banning the Juno, I think, might be the right call because it's too much to ask for the right situation.
But
he can do it.
He goes into territory of, if I get countered once and the Ganithor comes in, I lose this match.
Oh yeah, if Verd,
I'm afraid of that.
This is all up to Verd, the way this game goes right now. He AoEs, Verd
No
decides
counter,
no.
Evan!
Verd says no. Let's see if Verd says yes. He's got one more chance.
Even if he does it, the reduction's too strong. He's gonna get the reset. Increase cooltime on the Hathor. Resist it on the Ganny. He will protect his team. There's no strip for you, sir.
Brick.
This is very dangerous.
This is bad. Brick is looking really strong right now, and Ciara's taking turns, but she needs Hathor to have her reset ready again so she can strip. She can strip the team and lay a bomb down.
And the problem is Ganny has less attack bar than Hathor as it looks right now, so he can't ventilate Hathor to strip.
No.
He needs to get that team going. You see the Hathor goes first proc? No proc. He doesn't need to ventilate. She has it back next turn, and the Verd can cycle. If he doesn't get rid of the Hathor fast enough, PinkRoid might still be in the match.
Hey, there's some big damage going out on that Fran right now.
Can he? He shouldn't risk it here. Good play. Didn't risk it. Now he can heal himself. Ooh, that's a bad proc.
Yeah,
that is a very bad proc.
You don't want to proc out of that immunity in this case right here. You want to force PinkRoid to waste a turn stripping it. Bomb goes out. That is gonna
doesn't need to detonate.
Even attack broken?
Yeah, doesn't need to detonate.
That's probably
because the Vertihill goes through. Now the Ganithor can come in. She goes for the sleep, takes out the damage.
This is PinkRoid laying it out there. PinkRoid is looking to take this game back.
I told you, if he doesn't kill the Hathor, this is another game, and now he only has the glancing. He has to get the glancing on Hathor to not get slept on, but I don't know if he can make it. I don't know.
And if this is good,
he doesn't risk it. The Hathor's gonna sleep
No,
him.
he's gonna sleep
No,
him.
he didn't put the glancing on. This is match. Ganithor 2021.
Whoa.
PinkRoid says, I want this title more than anything. So I'm gonna Ganithor you. I'm gonna put bombs on you. And if you don't kill my Hathor because she's tanky, this is game over, baby.
This is it. Ganithor back in a big way at the end of the season here. This is a lockdown.
Impossible to deal with. Everyone's gonna be reset. And remember, we have right here a Vertihill that helps him cycle even more turns, bring more damage, the bombs from Ciara. misses the bomb. Doesn't really matter because she's going to kill the Art Master right now. And Hathor has the late promise. Once again, this monsters came out of the meta, but if you see the opening for them, they're going to punish you.
PinkRoid taking this match back. Brick was looking pretty well set up. Even with the thrown off turn order, Vertihile is just taking the team back up. They kill Fran. We are going to a round 5.
Best of 5 to the last match. PinkRoid did not want to lose this.
That was so cool. Ganithor is back at a really weird time because it's the end of the season.
Yeah.
So we can't use them until next season. But wow, what an adjustment.
I told you, I was more afraid of the Ganithor than the Juno. I think that Vanessa Deathbreak into Ryu could have dealt with that Juno. I would have been that Hathor all day, every day.
Yeah.
All day, every
day.
And
it was a lock. As soon as she got that first one down, that was it.
Because the thing is, even if you ban the Gani, Hathor with Vertihile, with a strip from Juno, if they're speed tuned, that's also a nightmare. So Hathor is very oppressive without any counters on the other side, right? If he had an Okeanos to reset it and ban the Gani, that would have been another match, right? But Oki was pre-banned.
So. Oki was pre-banned. That's a really good insight. Even just having Verd there is sort of like a second ventilate in a way just because of the turn advantage. You're just getting your skills back so quickly. Guys, we're moving on to a round 5 right now. This is match point for both players. Whoever wins the next one here is going to go home a legend and in the Hall of Fame forever.
The last one. Who will be the champion? The one that will take Season 16 Legend. PinkRoid with the first pick, Evan.
Here we go. So those were the last, or rather, those were the pre-bans from last round. The Gianna and the Okeanos. And we're doing a classic one. We're returning back to before.
I like that. I like that. So he's probably going to pick the Okeanos first again. See the responses on the other side. Is it going to be stealing the friend once again or no? And then he can respond with either Chung Pong, Control, and he can't really do Ganithor right now. So maybe he'll do Friend Gani right here just to steal it from him. Kind of afraid of that oppressive combo.
I love the Oki early. However, we haven't exactly seen the most successful Okeanosis tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't been super clutch yet, especially in this matchup, and that's what he does. Gani friend, like we talked about. Juno Ciara, PinkRoid very comfortably answering to this. I love his picks. Here it comes. Is this a replay of match 1 where his Masha missed the attack bar reduction and he says, now I want it again?
I trust you this time, Masha, he says. You got to land this one. This is the one that matters.
I would love to see a Verd. A Verd with a Masha right here. There's 1 fire unit. Oh, 2 fire units, 1 wind unit on the other side. The Jaeger comes out of the box to counter the Oki.
To counter the Oki, indeed. Can't be controlled. The Jaeger is going to stand tall, and he's going to deal more damage the longer the game goes. This is a
Wusa! Beautiful pick because there's no strip on the other side. Will he bring double immunity and just bunker himself to defend? This will be really interesting if he locks down this Wusa. Is it a Vio Wusa? Swift Wusa? What are we talking about?
I'm still afraid of the Justice that ignores the shields a little bit, but you know what? We'll deal with that. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. PinkRoid taking the Verd.
That's why I wanted to see the Verd on the other side. Vertihile's so strong into this comp right here because there's Fran and Gani. The Masha doesn't get the combo with the Verd, and now the last pick has to be something very oppressive, and it is the Gianna, which tells us that maybe he's gonna ban that Juno.
That's a good strip option if he got it from Brick, picking the Gianna late.
But the thing is, if the Gianna's banned, how do you deal with this Wusa?
It's hard. You really can't. The only way that you can get around it is just pure damage from Jaeger, and that's a big if. There's no
and
defense
he has
for
to
it
ban
getting
it.
through.
He has to ban it. Bans the Gianna, obvious ban on that side, and bans the Wusa, doesn't want to deal with it. I feel that PinkRoid's draft is very strong right now because he forced the Wusa ban. Who would have thought? Wusa getting banned
in the Legend Tournament.
in the most important match in the Legend
Yeah,
Tournament.
Wusa, who has not seen a lot of play. Here we go, guys. Final round of the Grand Finals.
Gets resisted! And here comes the reset on the Juno because now Fran can put immunity up, and this might have just changed the match. The Masha can go for full damage. Big proc can just touch the Oki, reduce even more attack bar, break the attack. Ciara in an awkward spot. She procs always when this happens. She's like, oh, I can't put a bomb.
This is
I'll
when
just proc.
Exactly. This is when she likes to proc the most, right? She's gaining a 33-ish% attack bar anyway. She's getting closer to a turn. Oki just not wanting to do anything tonight.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate, but he'll get another shot later.
The
Big damage.
dead.
She's gone. Ciara's out. Ciara's out. Now it is just these 3 against the world, and everybody on Brick's side is looking super healthy.
This is a big moment right now because the Rain of Stone has to be saved. If he does it, It's going to waste a lot of things, going to give a lot of stacks to the Jaeger, so he can't use it. Now he can just ventilate and go for a second kill.
Yes, if he does this right, he could set up a defense break and lock down anybody he wants with Jaeger.
I think he went defensive on here, but I think it's dangerous because the Bird will cycle
That's
turns,
a great stun.
and the Juno will have once again the strip next turn.
That stun was really important because it makes sure that the defense break doesn't come out, at least right now.
Yeah.
Even if you can't get her off the chair immediately.
Can he kill the Oki?
Big damage from this.
20! Yes! 21! That is game right there. What a big hit. Jaeger finally coming out of the box. Probably right now, the person who's at home thinking about this is True Whale is like, I should have brought
Jaeger. And what a showing. Jaeger with the huge 21k on attack buff on the Oki to lock out the game. This is incredible.
The thing is, if you kill now the Masha like you did, the Jaeger's gonna hit harder because Justice with dead allies, it's super hard. Gets the reset attack bar. Genny being instrumental in this win, playing it safely, defensively, attack buff on that Jaeger. It's gonna hit really, really hard. A proc that you didn't really need from him, doesn't have the strip to deal with the monster, even though he's gonna push attack bars. It's game
PinkRoid.
over!
Hard Brick is our